Hello and welcome to this new video tutorial of shipping restriction for the Magento 2 platform based web store. And in today's video tutorial we'll be showing you the workflow of this particular plugin at the storefront, how the customers or the users would be able to access the only the restricted shipping methods at the checkout time by the customers, and how the admin can set up the shipping restrictions within his store itself, and the rest of the initial configurations as well. But before we go to the front end to check the same at the customers or the users end, let me give you a small gist about the plugin itself. So basically, as we know that sometimes the store admin would need to restrict some shipping methods to escape from the unwanted issues, and in such a case the restriction module becomes a perfect solution for the business. So making use of this plugin would allow the web store owner to add multiple shipping rules using limitation criteria based on customer group and the store views. Apart from that, the admin can restrict the shipping methods based on the payment method, cart attribute, shipping postcode, etc. And the customers can order the products using the available shipping methods only, and also it's a better way to notify the customers about the services and eliminate the unwanted shipping methods for them. So let's go to the storefront first for a workflow at the customer's end, and then we'll be taking you to the admin backend panel to show you the initial configuration and the rest of the operations there. So right now I'm at the Magento 2 platform based web store, and I've logged into my account. So let me go to my account panel. Alright, I've just been logged out, so let's once again log into our customer account first, and then we'll be placing an order for the product, and we'll be seeing how this restriction of the shipping method plugin works at the storefront for the customers. So right now you can see there are a bit of products in my cart. There are 3 products altogether. The quantity is right now 10 items in my cart, and I'll just make a checkout now. So for that, I'll just tap here on the proceed to checkout button, and we are redirected to the order summary and on the shipping address section. So we've chosen our shipping address as California, United States. So now here under the shipping methods, the customers can see basically 3 different shipping methods right now. So whenever the rules are not applied on the cart or as set up by the admin from the backend, at that time the customers would be able to see the particular shipping methods for use and can choose from them and can make a checkout thereafter. And also if the what we say as the rules are applied there, then the customers can see a particular message that says that cannot be shipped and no shipping method is available for this particular product. So if the rule is set up for a particular product, and then if that product is in the cart at that time, under the shipping methods, the customers would see the error message that the displayed shipping method is not available for that particular product that they're going to purchase. And when the rule is not applied, the customers can as default can choose the shipping methods and then can make a checkout thereafter, and they'll be able to place the orders thereafter, as you can see right now. So no restrictions were there, so we were able to place an order using the available methods there. So here you can see that we have 3 different products, and the shipping method that was used by the customer right now was the best way of the table rate. So now let's see how the admin would be able to set up the initial configuration settings for this particular plugin. So for that, we'll just go to the backend panel of our Magento 2 platform based web store, and we'll be logging into our admin account for the same. And after you've made the successful installation of this particular plugin, and when you log into your admin backend panel, on the left hand side panel you'll be having this shipping restrictions menu option, and under that we have the manage rules section, wherein the web store owner will be able to manage the different rules there itself for setting up the shipping restrictions. And before going to that section, the admin just needs to make a few settings. So for that, the initial settings, so we'll navigate through stores and then configuration, And on the configuration page, just under the Webkul block, you will have this shipping restrictions submenu option. Just tap that up, and that would bring up the shipping restriction configuration or the initial settings for this particular plugin. So to enable or disable this particular functionality, you can choose a yes to enable, otherwise a no to disable the functionality. You can set up to show the restriction message as well to the customers if any of the shipping methods are not available there, and if you want to display a particular shipping message, you can show that up. And for that, you just need to choose this show restriction message option as a yes. And as we can see that if we have enabled that particular this show restriction message, then the error message would then be visible at the storefront whenever the customer is on the shipping method section there. Thereafter, you just need to tap here on the save configurations, and we are done with the initial configuration. Now to create the different shipping restrictions, you just navigate through shipping restrictions and then manage rules. And here we can see that we are on the shipping restrictions section. To add a new rule, you can tap here the add new rule button, and you'll find all of the created rules here being listed along with their status, like active or inactive, their description, the rules name. And under the actions column, you have this edit link to edit any of the already created new rules. And from the actions drop down, you can choose to delete any of the rules. You can do that in bulk to delete. Otherwise, you can also can check the respective rule that you want to delete first, and then from the drop down, just tap the delete button. If you have multiple number of rules there under the section, that's the shipping restriction section here, then the admin can search for the or filter the shipping restrictions or the shipping rules, basically using the rule ID depending upon the store view where actually the rule is being applied to, which store view it's applying to, or the rule name as. Now let's see how to add a new rule. So for that, we'll just tap here on the add new rule button, and that brings up the add rule section. And here you can see that the admin can set up the rule info first, like the rule's name, its description, whether you want to make it active or not. Then you can choose the customer groups for which this particular rule would be applicable. For example, you can choose not logged in, general, wholesale, retailers, or whatever you have created. Those groups would be visible here. And then you can choose a single or multiple groups as per your own requirement. And similarly, you can choose your store views. If you have different store views, then you can choose the different store views, so you can choose a single or multiple as required. Then under the shipping methods, you'll have listed all of the shipping methods available. For example, we have DHL, then we have a lot of other ones like the Federal Express. Their carriers are visible here. And then we have the flat rate, best rate, free shipping, UPS, USPS, and much more. Then for the rule, you can make it as active. To do so, you just need to toggle this button to a yes, and then you can set up the restriction message, and the entered message here would then be shown to the customers at the storefront at the checkout time. You can set up the priority of the rule that we have, and after setting up the restriction message, we can set up the priority for this particular rule. So higher the number, lower will be the priority, and the lower the number that you enter here, higher the priority will be for that particular rule. Then we have the discount coupons, and from here we can apply the rule only with, or you can choose to do not apply rule with options. And if both of the discount options that we have, that is the apply rule only when or only with, and do not apply rule with, if we are choosing one from this particular one and one from here as well, then what happens is that if the coupon code is selected on both of the fields, then this would be considered as a priority, right? And lastly, we can set up the conditions, and then we can set up how we can apply the rule only if the following conditions are met. So we can set up our condition by tapping here on the add, and from the drop down you can choose depending upon the shipping postcode, shipping method, payment method, and the other ones that I have labeled here. So now let me show you one of the already created rules that we have. So for that, I'll just go back one time, and from the list I'll be editing one of the created shipping rules. So total of 3 rules we have already created here. So right now we have the rule number 3, that is active, and let me tap here on the edit link, and that would bring up the edit rule section. So you can see the rule name, the description is active, the customer groups for which it's enabled, the store wares for which we have enabled it, the different shipping methods that would be available here for the same, whether it's active for the admin or not, the restriction message. As you can see, the shipping method is unavailable, the priority, so it has the highest priority because the number is the lower number, so it has a higher priority. Then we have the discount coupons, so we haven't chosen any of them for this. And then we have the condition, so it depends upon your requirement. So we have set it as if all of these conditions are true, then basically what should be true, that is the subtotal is 450. If the subtotal of the cart is 450 and above, then basically all of the shipping methods that we have chosen here would be available for the customers to use. And shipping restriction can be configured, and we can configure the restriction messages, and how we can manage the rules as well, how we can create or we can add new rules and edit the same, and we can set their priority as well, and how we can set up the logic there for the same. And then we've also seen how the customers can only those shipping methods that have been mailed that have been enabled by the admin from the backend configuration. So this was like how we add the shipping condition rules, as I've just shown you. And thereafter we have the coupons, and this basically section defines the discount coupons to apply the rule only with, and you just need to select the discount coupons do not apply the rule with. And then you have the conditions section, wherein the admin can apply the rules only if the defined conditions are met. And the condition grid contains the product attribute combination, product sub-selection, condition combinations, and the cart attributes. Cart attributes also contain a subtotal, total item quantity, total weight, payment method, shipping postcode, country, province, and region-wise shipping restrictions as well. Now let's see when the admin creates an order from the backend how it works. So we'll see the shipping condition rules while creating the new order. So for that, we'll just go to sales, and we'll go to the order section. So here when the admin tries to create a new order for a test user or any of the users there, and when this particular shipping restriction is disabled, then under the shipping methods you'll be able to see all of the shipping methods. But as soon as the admin enables the shipping restrictions, you can see that one of the methods has been removed under the shipping methods, and the error message is being displayed that that this particular carrier cannot be used to ship this particular item that you have within your cart or within this particular order that you're going to place. So for that, you just go to the order section, tap here on the create new order button. Now let me choose this test user, and we'll be creating the order for this one. So I'll just tap on that, and this brings up the create new order for the test user. So we'll be selecting a store for the one, so we'll just choose the default store there, and that brings up the rest of the details for this particular customer. Now here we can see that no orders, no items have been added to the order. So we'll just tap here on the add product, and thereafter we'll be adding this one. Alright, let's select some other product. So I'll just choose this one, and I'll choose 28 blue, and I'll be choosing the quantity as 2. So thereafter I'll choose the rest of the as this is just a configurable one, so I've chosen red color, orange, and blue. And then I'll tap here on the add selected products to order, and the chosen products will then be displayed here, as you can see right now. And under the shipping address, we have the address of the customer within California, that is in United States. And And let me add one more product to it. So I'll just go back again at the top, add products, and I'll just choose this one and the variations with that. So I'll be choosing color 29 green, and quantity I'll choose it as 2. I'll tap OK, and then I'll tap here on the add selected products to the order. And now let's come down, so you can see we have the products in there. Now under shipping methods here, as you can see, it's an asterisk mark on that. Now the admin can tap here to get the shipping methods and the rates. So if I tap here on the get shipping methods and the rates, all of the available shipping methods are visible, as you can see here, while this particular functionality of this plugin, that's the shipping restriction plugin, is disabled. And when this particular method is enabled at that time, according to the set conditions, the shippings would basically change, and that would differ upon how you have set it up, and accordingly, only according to the condition, only those shipping methods would be displayed here for selection, so that the admin can make a checkout thereafter. So that was much about the shipping restriction for the Magento 2 platform based web store. And if you still have any questions, queries, suggestions, or requirements, then you can always get back to us at support@webkul.com, or you may raise a ticket at webkul.uvidus.com. Thanks for watching this video, and have a great day ahead.